Okay, it is 4 p.m. I am calling this a special meeting to order. We will begin with a roll call. Commissioner Hurst. I see that you are online. You are muted.
Present. Sorry about that. Finding the mute button.
Absolutely. Commissioner Sani.
Present.
Excellent. Commissioner Galvin.
Present.
Commissioner Williams. I do not see you're present. Commissioner Bishop Henchman.
Here.
Commissioner Anderson is myself. I am present. And Commissioner Pinckney. I do not see you're present. So with with 5 out of 7 commissioners present, we have quorum and will proceed. So on our agenda today, we have the approval of the settlement agreement for ABRA 060758 Max Wine and Liquors. So I will open the floor for discussion. Commissioner Bishop Henchman, is it best for you as kind of the commissioner liaison for the alcohol licensing committee to discuss this item?
Yeah, I can summarize it very quickly.
Great, thank you.
And I see we have some people on, they may want to talk about it, and I'm not sure, but let me just kind of update everybody where we're at on this. As you all know, our alcohol licensing committee has over several months prepared a template settlement agreement for liquor stores. We've discussed this template at the last several committee meetings and at the last full ANC commission meeting, and as well as over email. And I think a lot of people had a lot of edits. I believe all of those edits that have been submitted have been incorporated. And I think it's a very good document that I'm very appreciative of the committee for having prepared. And every piece of it is drawn from another settlement agreement somewhere in the city that ABCA has already approved. So, you know, you sometimes hear stories about commissions going crazy and putting crazy things in settlement agreements, but that's not what we have here. For this establishment, we noticed the license was up at the last 2 regular ANC meetings, and we had extended discussion at the last ANC meeting, the full commission meeting, where we voted to protest. We took public comments at that meeting. Our alcohol licensing committee has received written public comments that were reviewed and discussed at the last ACL committee meeting, I mean the last 2 ACL committee meetings. This agreement adheres to that, except in one area on hours where the establishment asked, instead of opening at 10 a.m. that they open at 9 a.m. So it reflects that. But other than that, it reflects the agreement. They're going to install signage, their awareness of the trash issues. There's going to be camera installation. I don't want to go through the whole agreement, but you all have it there. And in addition to all of that past activity, the establishment placarded its license on its window. And we noticed this special meeting on our website, on our email list, on the Eckington Civic Association email list, and on social media. And I do appreciate everybody's hopping on for a special meeting. ABCA wants, the next step in their process is mediation. And rather than putting the applicant and the ANC through that, because it's unnecessary, ABCA wants the settlement agreement approved before Monday morning, and hence the special meeting now. So that's kind of the history of all of it. And so accordingly, I will move that ANC 5F approve the proposed settlement agreement with Max Wine and Liquors ABRA 060758 and authorizes its execution and submission to ABCA for approval.
Great. Are there, before we proceed with that motion, thank you so much for that thorough summary, Commissioner Bishop Henchman. Is there anyone from the establishment that would like to speak before we vote? Okay.
I was going to say people can't unmute themselves, so if you use the raise hand feature in Zoom, we will unmute.
All right, great. So there is a motion on the floor from Commissioner Bishop Henchman. Are there any seconds?
Second.
Great, excellent. We will go ahead and move to a roll call vote. I'm noting that Commissioner Williams is present. If we could note that for the record. The motion, Commissioner Bishop Henchman, would you mind just repeating your motion?
Sure. I move that ANC 5F approve the proposed settlement agreement with Max Wine and Liquors, ABRA-060758, and authorizes its execution and submission to ABCA for approval.
Great, excellent. So that motion has been seconded by Commissioner Hurst. Now we will move to a roll call vote. Commissioner, I will go in the order that you present in the boxes on my screen. Commissioner Bishop Henchman, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Sani,
Yes.
Commissioner Galvin,
Yes.
Commissioner Hurst,
Yes.
Commissioner Williams. Commissioner Williams, if you're speaking, you are mute. You are currently on mute. You're still on muted. You're still on mute. But if you prefer to vote via the chat box, or let us know if you're having any issues.
I don't know if there is a chat box.
Yeah, I see one.
Commissioner Williams, we will return to you momentarily.
She just, this got sent as a direct message to me.
Great.
It says, my computer will not let me in and I vote yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So given the technical difficulties, we will acknowledge our vote as a roll call vote of yes. Commissioner Anderson is myself and I vote yes. And Commissioner Pinckney, I do not see as present. So with a vote of 5, 6, 5, 6, a vote of 6 to 0 to 0. So 6 yes, 0 abstentions, 0 no's, and 1 commissioner not present. This motion passes. Are there any other items of business that any of the commissioners would like to discuss?
I move to adjourn.
So are there any seconds to that motion?
Second.
Excellent. With any objections? With none noted, this meeting has been adjourned at 4:08 p.m. Thank you so much, commissioners.
Thank you, everybody, for your help on this.
Have a good weekend all.